Good morning, you guys. I have been gone at a show for the weekend, and it was really hot yesterday. So I'm coming back, and this morning is Monday. I'm coming back, and things have just taken off. I guess just from 2 days of not looking at stuff and being, spending a lot of time out here. I just can't believe how things have. And we haven't had any rain. But look at this. The last time I looked at this, it was just, this is my butternut squash. And the last time I looked at it, it was just a little dinky thing. And now it's taken over this whole spot. It's so funny. It's sprouting out over this way. Crazy. A lot of growth on that just in 2 days. Everything's looking really good. I need to try some of this mustard. My leaves are getting huge. Look at this big. This is the Japanese Japanese purple mustard. Giant Japanese purple mustard. This is that one I got years and years ago from Baker Creek, the seeds, and every year it just comes up by itself. I don't have to do a thing. It's great. Oh, my calendula is starting to flower. Oh wow! What a treat! Wow, look at what happens when you're gone for the whole weekend. This is amazing. Oh my gosh, how exciting. Wow, this is great. Another little bud right there. Cool. I've let some things just grow in here because even though this is a production little space for me, I still leave any little things in so that I can feed the chickens with it later. And this is Queen Anne's lace, and it smells just like carrots. And if you dig up the root, it's like a old carrot. It's, a wild carrot. So I leave it in here because the chickens just adore this stuff. They eat the leaves, they eat the root, everything. Pickles is in the spot where I planted lettuce, and I think it's just too hot. It didn't even germinate. It's just so hot here. But everything else is doing really good. Got more calendula over here. I've taken a lot of these plants out too, the calendula, so that I could pot them up and sell them at one of the markets or the shows. I didn't even plant the sunflower, and it's coming up really good. Got some beets growing in with the amaranth that has just reseeded here. There's my basil. And then today I think I'm going to cut some garlic scapes. Because they're getting ready to cut now. You got to cut them off in June. And it's getting that time. The leaves are starting to get brown on the ends. And all the little scapes are coming. And I'm going to ferment some of them. I'm going to grind them up. And hey, get out of here. Fluffers, you get out of here. Go on. Fluffy has been a little crazy lately, acting all goofy. He bit my ankles the other day, so I'm gonna steer clear of him. Pickles, come on, Pickles. Hey, Pickles, get out of here. Get out of here. Go on. Go on. Ooh, he listens. Yeah, you're a jerk. Leave Pickles alone. He's not bothering you. Oh, jeez. Little animals. He's very feral, that kitty. So anyways, I'm going to cut these today and make some, I'm going to make a little pesto, and then I'm going to make some just paste so that I can ferment it and keep it for the summer in the fridge and use it whenever I want to for a little garlic flavor. So I think I'll do that now. Alright, so I'm in here and I have my garlic scapes. This was everything I had. I cut a few about a week ago just to see what they tasted like and stuff. I just had to taste them. And when you snap these off of the plant, a whole bunch of juice comes out. Now, I'm growing in really, really good soil, so I think my moisture content in some of my stuff is really, really much better than just growing in dirt that doesn't have any minerals and really good stuff in it. So this is just, the juice is like pouring out of the stems. So I've got like garlic juice all over my hands and it's awesome! So what I'm going to do with these is take these and chop them up, and then I'm going to food process them into a paste that I'm going to ferment. And doing that, you add nutrition to it. It ups the B vitamins whenever you ferment something, and you can preserve this for longer so that you have it and you can keep it in the fridge. So I'm going to chop these stems up. This part right here, this is the end where the flower is going to come out. These are really tough, so I'm just going to chop these right off. They're not, I was able to just snap these off at the plant. I don't know why it's not snapping. Because it's not, there we go. So, and they're, you can eat them just like they are. If you like garlic. I love garlic and I can eat it raw. Some people have problems with eating it raw. I have no problems. So, I'm going to chop this piece off. This is going to go to the chickens. The chickens won't eat it probably, but it'll at least not get wasted. It'll get composted. And then I'll blend it in the food processor, and then I'll show you what I do after that. Okay, so this is what I have. I've got a few left, and I might just pickle some of these, because you can cut them into stems and pickle them too. But this is what I've got to puree, and these are all the real tender stuff with lots of juice in them. I'm going to puree these in the food processor. Okay, so what I'm kind of left here with is I didn't, it's kind of still chunky, and that's really okay with me for what I'm going to use it for. What I really wanted to do is get it processed enough so that I can see juice coming out. So if anybody knows about lactofermentation, if you keep juice or the liquid over the stuff that you're fermenting, it won't get mold on it. Alright, so now I'm going to just add it to my jar. This is just a wide mouth quart canning jar, and because I'm not doing too much of it, I'm just going to use a small jar. I thought there was going to be a little more liquid to this, so I may have to add a little bit of water, which isn't a problem because it's going to be nice and strong. And then what you can do is just push it down. I don't know if you can see that. Push it down until you start seeing liquid coming up. Normally when I'm doing, if you've ever processed garlic, doing it this way, I've pureed cabbage, and then you use that as the liquid for your garlic instead of using whey, or some people use, I don't use vinegar because it's already, I want it to have its own fermentation. I don't want any added stuff to it. So that's basically what it looks like. And there's still pockets of air I can see at the bottom. So I'm going to have to keep pushing this down and getting the liquid as much as I can. And then keep going, and then eventually you'll have enough liquid to cover the top. And then you can just, I use just a paper coffee filter with a rubber band around it. And then you just let it sit. If you don't have a ton of liquid, just stir it up twice a day, and then you won't get any mold forming on it. But if you're going to leave it, you're going to want liquid on the top. And then you just leave it in 3 days, especially when it's 90 degrees in here. In 3 days this will be totally fermented, and then you can stick it right in the fridge. So, and it smells amazing. It smells a little grassy and garlicky, but not super strong. Like, normally if you processed garlic like this, if you smelled it and went like that, it would burn your eyes. I mean, it would be so strong. This is not as strong. It's just really pleasant. So you'll know this is ready because it'll lose this green color when it's fermented. Okay, so coffee filter over the top, put a rubber band on it, stick it in your kitchen. 3 days it should be done. Okay, so I'm going to do a little update already at the end of this video because I put it in a bigger jar. I ended up doing the whole thing of garlic scapes just for the puree, because I can always take some out and make pesto out of this and add some pine nuts and other things to this, some olive oil. So I put it in a bigger jar so I had a little more room because I pureed the rest of it and it didn't fit in that other jar. So I've got a little, and I added some water to it. So it's got a little bit of liquid at the top. I'm probably, as I'm going, I'm probably going to add a little more water just to the top, just to make sure that everything's underneath. And I stuck my hand in there too to kind of push everything down. I don't mind having garlic scape smelling hands. Nobody will know. I'm not leaving the house today. So, alright, I gotta wash my hand before I turn the camera off. Okay. Alright, so that's all for today, I think. If you guys can think of something else I can do with my little tops, these are really kind of tough and rubbery. If you can think of anything, leave it in the comments below, because I'll save these, use them for something else. Maybe I'll pickle them. Who knows? If anybody's had any luck with these, let me know what to do with them and share. Thanks, guys.